quick outfit of the day as we head out for some breakfast. I am wearing just a plain Marks and Sparks tank top, black tank top. These red and pink trousers, they're very loose trousers with pockets, wide leg, I think they're from White Stuff. I've got my new Clark's sandals. These are very, very comfy, very comfy, in the sort of mock croc debossing. This is you've seen this recently, this is my mint velvet cover up. And taking my little Longchamp Le Pliage from the Mr. A. Andre collaboration. Yeah, hair is up because I haven't washed it yet. Are you going to be doing an outfit of the day, the lion? No? Okay. Just having a quick brekkie at New York Luncheonette round the corner from the hotel. The lion is having corned beef hash and eggs. We've got our coffees, cappuccinos, juice, and I'm having an egg and bacon sandwich because you can take the girl out of the UK. Just tried Smucker's grape jelly for the first time. Very nice. Liked it. And welcome to the first of our, what I think is going to be 2 sightseeing vlogs covering a couple of days each. This was my second trip to New York City. I first came to New York in 2006 for a long weekend, and this is the Lion's first visit to New York. So while we are going to be meeting up with the handbag tribe, and you'll be seeing plenty of shopping vlogs and all of that kind of stuff, we will be doing some sightseeing as well. Our first holiday since 2019. Wow, that seems like a long time ago now, and it started off very nicely with the first class travel with British Airways. Thank you very much for looking after us. We really enjoyed that. That was a great way to kick things off. I'll have that vlog linked down below if you haven't seen it already. And this is our first full day in New York, so we're starting off the morning at Bryant Park. The Lion's gone off to get us some water and coffee, and I'm enjoying the scenery. And what do you do when you're a handbag-obsessed mini content creator faced with some beautiful scenery? You stick your handbag up in front of it and you take photos of it in front of the beautiful scenery. Of course that's what you do. We jumped on a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, open-top bus tour. Can you guess where we are? It's Times Square and it is mental busy. And we're on a bus. Yeah. Tourists be touristing. So we joined the, I think it was Top View bus. Starting to think we should have booked the tickets for the red bus because we struggled to get on one in the first instance, but it was recommended to us as a really great way to go around the city first time and spot things that maybe we'd want to go back to look at again in more detail. So we jumped on it. We did the downtown tour first, which was really good, and it was quite nice and relaxing, even though it was a little bit blustery and a little bit crowded on the bus. It never ceases to amaze me just how tall New York is, how tall the buildings are. I think I've mentioned that New York is a little bit like London, and I suppose it is in that they're both big bustling cities with lots of tourists and lots of really busy people all the time. Please get out of my way, I'm very busy. But New York's roads are so much wider and the buildings are so much taller. I have no idea what this thing is here on the Hudson, but it looked absolutely fascinating. So someone let me know in the comment section if you know what it is. After a couple of hours we got really hungry, so we jumped off and found somewhere for some lunch, and this is the place that Claire and her husband actually went for dinner that very same night. It was Schnippers, and I've got to say it was very tasty indeed. It was a perfect little pit stop, and I love root beer. It was hot on that bus. After lunch we jumped back on the bus for the Uptown tour. Again, it was really jam-packed, and unfortunately our guided tour plug-in thing wasn't working. It wasn't working for I think most of the people down our side of the bus, so we missed out a lot of information on all the buildings and everything that we were going past, but we saw Central Park. We didn't miss that. Central Park is massive. Now, it looks big on the map, but until you spend like an hour driving past and round it, I don't think you have a full appreciation of just how massive it is. Just look at this beautiful little church, this ornate thing nestled amongst all of the high-rise. This is the Guggenheim. I absolutely love this building. It is one of my favourite spaces in the entire world. We didn't actually stop and go into the Guggenheim. We had other more pressing things that we wanted to see first. But I'd already been there in 2006, and while the exhibitions will have changed, the building remains the same. That just about wraps things up for day one of sightseeing. It was all open-top bus action, and was it a good idea to do that? Spend almost the whole of the first day in the city on a bus? Yes, I think it was. We were both jet lagged, we were both really tired, our body clocks were completely up the spout, and it was really nice to be able to see the city from a comfortable seated position. Although I would say make sure you've got a hat to protect you from the sunshine, because it did get a little bit sunny and a little bit hot up there. Back to the hotel for a shower and a change. Then Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle came to meet us. We went for dinner at a place called the Reading Room, which was excellent. We didn't vlog that because we were in the moment, just spending time with Lisa. Day 2 outfit of the day: M&S linen shirt, trousers and vest top, Sam Edelman's heel flip-flops, and my Mulberry Miss Gracie. The line was in a t-shirt, Levi's and New Balance trainers. Today's brekkie was at Brasserie Cognac, which was only a stone's throw away from the hotel, which was very handy and very tasty. Absolutely set us up for the day, another day of sightseeing. Coffee was essential. I had the scrambled eggs and the Lion had an omelette because I hate them and I refuse to make them at home. Today's sightseeing starts at the Intrepid, and we've got our Intrepid Explorer here, the Lion, with his I Love New York hat. Well, we are very excited about this.
Is that true? I don't think you're very excited about this, but I think this is the stuff that you have to do if you want to spend a day looking at handbags, right?
I am excited about this. I might tap out before you, but I mean, how cool is that? We've got about 15 minutes before we have to go in, or before we can go in, so just looking at this massive propeller, which is very exciting. And the thing says it's Essex class, so we are represented again. Essex. The only way is Essex. Someone's looking casual, just propping up the what is this? I don't know what this is.
What I'm looking is like a man who's in his 50s, whose knee hurts and so he's resting it, and his back hurts so he's leaning against a wooden board. That's what it is actually.
Rock and roll, baby. We're on board the Intrepid and having a little wander around before our guided highlights tour. Just the scale of all of this. It's just, all of it is huge. You do things big in America, yes you do. The Lion was living his best life here, his best Top Gun life. He was looking at all the planes, all the things, and just having an absolute whale of a time. Let's catch up with him now. What do you feel the need for?
Oh, a cup of coffee, speed. There's always a Gary.
Oh, there's a little Gary. Hi, Gary. Harrier jump jets. Everything I know about the Harrier jump jet is from the film True Lies. I just think this is a phenomenal bit of kit. Vertical takeoff. Hello. Oh, that's gorgeous. Our guide for the highlights tour informed us that this Lego model took longer to build than the Intrepid did itself. Incredible. Being on the guided highlights tour meant that we were able to ride the external lift, which was a little bit scary but very exciting, and it was just a huge platform that went from the lower deck to the top deck. It was very nice, it was very exciting, it was very hot because there wasn't any shade on there, and gawped at by other tourists. The Lion informed me he had a poster of the SR-71 Blackbird on his wall when he was a teenager, which is not what this plane is. It is the A-12, but it's a very close sister. Our guide Christine was not only knowledgeable but super enthusiastic. You can tell she really enjoyed working here and had been here for years.
Gonna bring down. So how did the Skyranger draft? Well, information about the MiG-17. It's actually the first Soviet aircraft with an afterburner that helps you go high, fast, quickly.
After the guided tour, it was time to go and check out Concorde. The Lion and I are both gutted that we never got the opportunity to actually fly Concorde, but it was great to be able to sit in it and hear all about it. As a space, it was tiny, but oh so cool. We weren't allowed to take any video on Concorde, but we were allowed to take some photos, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So sad I never got to fly. Time for a late lunch, and so we had hot dogs on board the Intrepid. That was one of the Lion's must-eat options for this trip. And I'm glad we got to eat one here because we'd been advised not to go to one of the street stalls. And as if the scale of things on board the Intrepid Museum wasn't enough, we also went to see the Apollo exhibition with the Enterprise. That was pretty outstanding as well. Time for a little bit of window shopping, so we headed over to Saks on 5th Avenue. I went there in 2006, and here's a picture of me then and a picture of me now. We were actually looking for a bag for the Lion. We had a look at the Fendi stuff. They showed him something that was absolutely gorgeous, but not available yet, so he couldn't buy it. He was a bit disappointed with that. I didn't take any footage in Fendi because I didn't want to make that experience about the vlog. I wanted it to be about the Lion. I did get massively told off by Meredith and Lisa for not filming anything. I am a bad wife and a bad YouTuber. So we headed over to Coach. Let's just say the Lion had an unboxing, but you'll have to go over to Lisa's channel to see that unboxing, and I'll have that video linked down below. Next up from me, a Fendi unboxing, so stay tuned for that.